Good afternoon, guys, and happy Sunday to all of our sunshiny faces. It's weird, guys, because like I said, everybody has off tomorrow, work and school wise, and so I'm just like really like, oh, tomorrow's Sunday because everybody's home tomorrow and we're planning on going to the grocery stores tomorrow. Although today, guys, we did end up going to, look at my little cutie over there. Do you see that? He just ran right head first in the blanket. We did end up going to Target. My dad had to pick up some pants or clothes or something, I don't know, something from Target, and then I was also out of foundation, so I went and picked up my foundation, which is why, guys, I haven't been wearing foundation for the last couple days. On top of that too, my face has been so incredibly dry, and my lips, and I feel like it's because it's been like super cold out recently. I have a tiny bit of foundation left, but I've literally been like scraping like the bottom of the like container out to try and get whatever last drops are left. I literally too, guys, I'm not even joking, I have the bottles upside down shoved in my drawer, but the drawer is only partially closed so that the bottles can still stick up so they'll stay standing, so that I can let all the foundation drip down to the bottom so I can finish using up the last of what I have left. So yeah, I really needed to go and pick some more up. And the other stuff that I was using isn't the normal kind that I use. I normally use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Foundation. Before that, I used to just use the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation, and then when they came out with the matte, that's what I started using, and I always use that powder foundation as well. But lately I've been using the liquid Rimmel London, I don't know, whatever their basic stuff is. I think it's like, was it True Match or Match or something like that, from them. And I got I think it was honestly like last year, I was getting those really good deals from Walmart on them. There was like the $2 like Ibotta, plus you also got like a bonus with it and something like that too, if you redeemed like 2 of those products, I think. And so there was also like the eyeliner was included or something, I don't remember, or maybe it's the eyeshadow, I don't remember what I was getting. But anyway, I do know I got the foundation, and like I said, it was actually pretty cheap because I think they're normally like $5, so they were like down to like 3 or something like that, or maybe after like with all the rebates and stuff, they ended up being like $2 or $3 or something, I don't remember. But they're a pretty good deal, and I have used Rimmel London in the past, their foundation, but I don't like it as much, and again, that's just what I've been using more often. So we went and picked that up. But like I said, guys, my face too has been just super dry, and I normally put coconut oil on at night because it helps a lot with dry skin, that I've noticed more than like just like lotion would, or really like any other kind of like face stuff a lot of times. And some of the stuff too, because it does have like perfumes and all that kind of stuff, I found that it either will tend to dry my skin out more sometimes because of that, not necessarily dry it out, but just like makes it like not quite as smooth sometimes too. Like it just feels really like it's like cracky and stuff like that, like even if I do use lotion, but which seems very quickly that happens, like it kind of like it doesn't last very long. Whereas like I normally put coconut oil on every night before I go to bed, and my face is normally still pretty good in the morning. But now I've been having to put it on in the mornings as well, just because like it'll last like the whole night, but then normally during the day it's not lasting. So that's why I've also not been wearing foundation as much, because I've been putting coconut oil on in the morning, because like I said, my face has just been so dry, and it's like a lot of times more like right around my nose too is where it dries out the most. But like normally I get that a lot of times in the winter, but sometimes when it's really cold, and like either from being cold or maybe too from just like the dryness of the air and stuff like that as well, especially too because I told you guys sometimes our heat is very like dry heat more, so I feel like that's maybe why too. But like right on my cheeks lately have been really dry as well, and a lot of times on my forehead too. So like I said, guys, I've just been not using foundation as much and been trying to moisturize more. But anyways, guys, we ended up going to Menards, and then not from Menards, we went to Target, then we ended up stopping at Petco because my dad needed to get he got 2 things, I don't remember. Oh, he ended up getting a bigger filter because they were on sale. So the one that like we got a 20-gallon fish tank, I believe, but and it was like a set. So the fish tank was 20 gallons, and the filter was also built for like a 20-gallon fish tank, which my dad was looking into, and his boss, who's also like really into, I guess, like fish owning, like they have a bunch of fish tanks, also suggested it too, along with, like I said, my dad did some of his own research, was actually moving up the filter size. So although it does say for 20-gallon tank to use a 30-gallon tank on a 20-gallon tank, because it will like clean the tank, I guess, better, you know, because like the ones that come with the like, you know, as a kit or whatever, because that's what we ended up getting, it might not work as well to get that same size for the tank. It's sometimes better to like get a size up. So that's what we ended up picking up, because again, they were on sale. And then also the my dad needed to get test strips for the water as well, to figure out if he needs to add drops of anything in particular to the water, because originally what we did with the fish tank was we filled it up with our like just like tap water, and then I think my dad tested it maybe the first time or whatever, but what we noticed very quickly was that our water had a lot of rust in it, and so now the fish tank has like a very rusty color to it, and it's really weird because originally this has only maybe been in the last like 4 or 5 years, and I wouldn't even say that long. I really think it's been even shorter than that, like the last 2 or 3 maybe, is that I've really noticed a really bad, like our water has been really rusty lately. And whereas, like I said, originally, and we never had a water softener, we don't have one, but our house water, like our tap water, used to not be rusty at all. But especially too, since I've been cleaning the bathroom, you guys know, like I've been doing that consistently, because the reason I have to like deep clean the bathtub and the shower so frequently is because we have 1 bathtub and 1 shower, and 5 people normally taking, you know, showers multiple times a day. Not that each person is, but you know, there's probably sometimes could be 5 showers being taken in one day. You know, the water, the rust water and the hard water buildup and everything like that too, just really like gets nasty in the bathtub and shower. So like every single week the shower has to be deep cleaned. Like, I mean, like I get in there with the scrubby and have to like scrub everything down because of how quickly like I said, the rust, more just like you notice it around the bathtub and stuff like that. So that's why we really like, especially lately, it's been really bad, but we noticed it in the fish tank too. So my dad wants to try and figure out like, okay, we're gonna actually drain off part of the tank, because we only have 3 fish left, guys. And so we're going to drain off part of the water, fill it back up with probably distilled water, I believe, from like just gallons of distilled water, and then figure out if we need to get any specific drops for the water to see like what the pH balance is, you know, all that kind of stuff for the water, and like fish wise, what fish would fit well with that, because I think, I'm not totally sure, but I thought like there's certain, and I know obviously there's saltwater fish and, you know, freshwater fish, but I thought too that there was certain fish that are more like, you know, hardy, not hardy, but like specifically like they thrive more in like this type of condition of water, or like that type of condition of water. And I thought there was something on some of the tags that I read at like Petco or PetSmart or whatever, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that was the thing. And I really think that it did have to do with the pH balance in the water, I think, but because I remember thinking about like, oh, it's the same thing as a garden, like taking care of fish, because you guys know I have to check, well, I haven't really, there's a way you can do it, but our garden actually was pretty good this year without checking all of that, like the pH balance and all that kind of stuff in the soil. But that is one thing that you can do, and you can either get like a tester for it, or you can, there is a way I think that you can like a little science experiment thing that you can actually do to test it as well. But I was thinking about getting one of those, because I think it also tests or checks to see what the like, not rainfall, but like something, and it was like $10 on Amazon as well. Maybe it is like the moisture in the water, or not, the moisture in the soil or something like that as well, along with, I think it keeps the pH balance, or like lets you know about the pH balance. But the thing is because we'll probably, because certain, again, vegetables and fruits thrive in higher, you know, pH balance, and lower as well. So I think grapes maybe, or one that like, that's why they do so well in like rocky soil and stuff, or like clay, I think it was, or something. I don't know, guys. But I think that's one of the ones that like is like very much on like one side of the scale, and I can't, like I said, off the top of my head, cannot remember what it is, but I think that was one of them. And I think that's why like growing grapes in like vineyards and stuff like that is important, because of a lot of where the soil is. You know, like out in California and stuff like that. That's why I believe they thrive so much better. I think, maybe, I don't know. But like I said, guys, it's one extreme, I think, was grapes. And like some stuff does fine perfectly in the middle, but then I felt like maybe broccoli was one of those ones too, where it was like completely on the opposite side. So like you shouldn't plant certain plants together as well, because they don't tend to always do as well. And the one thing too that we noticed this year, I maybe have told you guys, but we did end up having a plants that we planted last year, a couple of ones in our front flower bed, which is where we used to have a tree that then we ended up cutting down, and now all of the wood chips are like, I mean, deep, and they're still decomposing even now. And this was a long time ago, but like you still, when we dug down far enough to put our what's it called, our bush that we planted there in, there was still a lot of that tree still left. But I think because of the tree, it was releasing like some type of like the alkaline or whatever, more of one or the other, something like that. And so it actually ended up changing, I think they were like purple or something like that, flowers, into this completely different pink colored flower this year when they bloomed, because I think the roots absorbed a lot of that whatever type of whatever is in the soil, and it changed it. Because my mom did ask somebody, and Matthew's girlfriend's mom commented, because her dad is actually like I think he like works like garden grounds, or like he's like a groundskeeper or something like that, I believe, something along those lines. Again, off the top of my head, guys, it is late, I need to get to bed, but something like that. And had commented and told my mom like, oh, it might actually be because the pH balance in the soil changed. And I was like, that makes sense, because there used to be the tree there and now it's not anymore. It's actually where we're planning on putting a different flower bed in the backyard, is where we used to have an old tree. And I was like, we'll probably have the same problem, because I believe they were the same tree as well. And again, I did a lot of research and read a lot of articles about this stuff as well. And a lot of people were saying too, like if you had a tree there, it a lot of times changes that. And there's a way to, again, get that back. Like the amount of lime, I believe, that's in that, maybe. I don't know, guys. I read this so long ago, like it was like way past, like it was almost like last spring probably, and I read like a couple articles all at once, and I was like, oh, this makes total sense. And now I'm like, I can't really recall part of that information. I could be just completely like almost sound like I'm making stuff up, because I don't remember what it was. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's where we ended up today. Then we ended up going to Menards and just got newspapers and a few other little things, but we didn't go grocery shopping. We need to do that tomorrow. Anyways, guys, I've rambled on a whole lot about fish and gardening today. I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.